Hello everyone, my name is Ethan, also known as Mr. EMC, and first, I kind of want to say to you all, thanks for 200 subscribers! I'm looking at my screen right now, I'm currently at 228 subscribers. That is, what is 228 divided by 12? Why am I looking for that? Why am I Siri on? Why am I PP high? Anyways, besides that, just thank you all for that. That's an amazing number, and that's a lot of people. That's like the amount of people that show up to a high school performance that's actually really, really good. And that's really cool. That's really amazing. So in honor of 200 subscribers, and also in honor of the fact of Kick-Ass Volume 1 finishing, I decided to do a Q&A that 5 of you responded to. And you know what? That's 5 more than I expected. I'm not joking. I'm just gonna go through all the questions. Hopefully these will take a lot of time. In the next part of this video, I will be giving an update on Kick-Ass itself. Now, let's dive right in. My fucking hair! So the first question is from one of my friends. Her name is Sophia. She's amazing. What is your major? Theater. This next question is from one of my friends, Max. He also goes by Slav. I'm not joking. He's Swedish too, so it's ironic. What do you think of the Kick-Ass movie as a standalone and compared to the comics? As a standalone, it's pretty good. It's a decent enough movie. It conveys the same theme and message than the original Kick-Ass does. The main theme and message being, this is the true reality, which is why I named one of the episodes The True Reality. Like, the true reality of heroism, of superheroism. Is that a thing? Stepping back from the theme of itself, it's a good movie. It has great action, it has great acting, has great actors. Aaron Taylor Johnson, I think was his name, did a really good job. The girl who played Hit Girl was good too. Nicolas Cage was great. Christopher Mintz-Plasse was great as well. I fucking love Mark Strong constantly. He's just a great actor. Overall, great movie. Compared to the comic book though, it's still a great movie. It's a great adaptation, though it does deviate in some differences, mostly in the, second half of the movie. Mostly because they changed the origins of some of the characters, changed the names of some of the characters. Specifically, the origins that are changed are, Big Daddy's origin, because in the comics, he was just some accountant who hated his life and wanted to make his life exciting, and pretended he was an ex-cop in order to get, Mindy and Kick-Ass on his side. In the movie, he actually is an ex-cop. Like, the backstory that he describes actually kind of correlates with his backstory in the movie. But that's not a big difference, really. It doesn't make a whole lot of a difference to the plot. Because the whole, sort of thing at the end where, Big Daddy is just bleeding his heart out to, Johnny G and Kick-Ass in episode 7, or in issue 7, technically, is just kind of there. It's just kind of like a personal monologue. Another one of the big origin differences is with Red Mist, because in the movie, you know that he's going to betray Kick-Ass and the others, because you know that he's the mob boss's son, Frank D'Amico, that's in the movie. You know that Red Mist is Chris D'Amico, and so you know the way he acts, you know the way he will roll, that sort of thing. In the comics, you don't know. You do not know that Red Mist is Chris Genovese. There's a specific line in episode 4 where you hear Chris Genovese talk that I purposefully cut because the voice actor for Red Mist, Urge of Gaming, has a very distinct voice, to say the least. You're a great actor, Urge, just your accent. You would be picked out in a heartbeat. The reason why I cut it is because if you were to hear his voice in episode 4 and then hear Red Mist's voice in episode 5, you would have automatically connected the dots and saying like, oh, that's Chris Genovese. His secret identity is very important to the story because it adds to the amount of sort of reveal that is, oh no, Chris Genovese is Red Mist. Like, that is the big reveal of episode 6, issue 6, whatever. I'm just gonna call them episodes, it's fine. And yeah, that's basically it. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, questions. All in all, the Kick-Ass movie is a pretty faithful adaptation to the original comics. Again, like I said, everything that's involving the second half is slightly changed. especially the machine gun jetpack. Not like the machine gun jetpack from Jetpack Joyride. I mean like the jetpack that Kick-Ass wore with the miniguns attached to it. That was not in the comic at all. Instead, there was a flamethrower and cocaine. This is a question from one of my voice actors himself. This is from Urge, actually. Urge asks, if you could do any comic dub, what would be your top 3? Yes, this includes any that have been dubbed before. That is a good question. First one, though, is the Mega Man comics. When I was younger, whenever I'd read the Mega Man comics, I would actually voice them out for the purpose of just voicing them out to make them more interesting to me. Like whenever I would voice like Proto Man, I'd deepen my voice a little bit and then put my hand over my mouth because he has a mask on his face. And that's the sort of thing I would do. And I thought, ooh, I could actually do this professionally. I could do this as a comic. I know Urge specifies, yes, this includes comics that have been dubbed before, but that's the main reason why I did not want to do Mega Man, because someone had already done multiple Mega Man scenes that I just didn't feel good. I would not have felt good about it, because truth be told, I use iMovie, and iMovie is not the most advanced of video editing software. It's not like baby stuff, but like it's pretty easy to use. It is not as complicated as say like Adobe Premiere. And so if I were to use something like iMovie and comparing it to a comic dub, the Mega Man comic dub that I once saw, you would pick the one that I saw as opposed to mine, because like, oh, this is more visually entertaining, this is more visually interesting. Possibly their voice cast would have been different, but who knows. Another comic dub what I would love to do, and this has been brought to my attention before of doing it, and as much as I would love to do it, it would take absolutely forever to do it, so I wouldn't want to do it. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, or just Scott Pilgrim in general. I love Scott Pilgrim. I love the books. I love the movie. I even love the game. A lot of people love the game. It was a great game, but unfortunately got taken off a freaking... I would absolutely adore the idea of a Scott Pilgrim comic dub. But unfortunately, I'm going to give a little bit of an example real quick. This is how big Kick-Ass is. All of Kick-Ass. All 8 issues with a couple extra like pages with like variant covers, introductions, stuff like that. This is like the thickness of all of Kick-Ass issue 1. This is Scott Pilgrim Volume 6. If that doesn't give you an answer, I don't know what will. Oh, fuck. Basically, it would take me, I think, a year to get me done with, like, one, like, episode of Scott Pilgrim. Because, like, you all saw how long it took for me to get episodes 1 through 8 done. It took me over almost a year. Like, I started Kick-Ass in August of last year. Like, it'll soon be 1 whole year since I started Kick-Ass. I finished Kick-Ass Volume 1 last month. So you can guess how long it would take for me to get to Scott Pilgrim fully. I probably would be done by college by then. But in other news, for Free Comic Book Day, I might be doing a Scott Pilgrim comic. It'll take like, I don't know, like a couple weeks to edit. It'd be fine. I might do that. I wanted to do that, but I didn't get the chance to. The third comic dub that I would love to do is recently one that came to my attention again, and it is The Legend of Vox Machina comics. I love Critical Role. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I am obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons. Like, the whole idea of it, and the whole idea of playing your character fully is cool, is amazing, and I love it. And the whole world that Critical Role has created, that Matt Mercer has created, of like Exandria, Tal'Dorei, Wildemount, all of the lore and shit that he has created and put into the form of a comic is just amazing. And also, it's fucking funny. It's so funny, and it is right up my alley, too. Possibly I might do that in the future, but I don't know yet. But that is a comic dub I would definitely want to do. I would love to do Legend of Vox Machina as a comic dub. This next question is from Mario399. I had to look at my screen because I forgot what his username. Are you having fun while doing your videos? That is an amazing question. And yes, I am. I'm having a lot of fun making my videos. The whole pleasure of this is taking the media, specifically like Kick-Ass, that I threw on the ground over there, and turning it into something greater, turning it into something bigger. A lot of people have left comments saying, I would not have read this comic if it wasn't because of your project, if it wasn't because of your videos. And seeing those, I think to myself, mission accomplished. Because when I wanted to originally make this project, the whole idea of it was to make an adaptation to Kick-Ass as faithful as I could be, and what's more faithful than the comic itself. But originally the purpose of it evolved into turning a media that I loved into a media that I love even more, if that makes sense. The scenes I create, the ideas that I implement into Kick-Ass itself is just amazes myself sometimes. Like, I come up with it and I'm like, this is amazing. This is great. I love this. One of my favorite scenes in all of Kick-Ass is episode 8, where Dave confesses to Katie about how he feels. He confesses that, I love you so much, will you date me? So, that sort of thing. And it works up to the entire climax of her saying, fuck you, get out of my face. And it works so well with the love music and the record scratch and the well-timed punch of her boyfriend, like, pow. Fuck. So yeah, in short, I have so much fun making my videos. I love making these videos. It's so fun turning things into things. Into turning paper, into turning inanimate objects into something a little bit more lifelike. The fifth and final question is a question that all of you have been asking. Are you going to be doing Kick-Ass 2? Are you going to be doing more Kick-Ass comic dubs? Are you going to be doing Kick-Ass 3? Are you going to be doing Hit Girl? Are you going to be doing Kick-Ass the New Girl? Please tell us whether you're going to be doing Kick-Ass. And I see a lot of these questions every time I post. I saw a question on that with the We Are Reddit video that I posted. Which brings us into the second part of this video. The update part of Kick-Ass. Where I answer the question, no. I'm not. I know this is an answer that's going to disappoint a lot of you, if not all of you. But as of right now, as of August 16th, 2020, I am not going to be doing Kick-Ass 2. Reason why is college. As of tomorrow, I'm going to be starting my college, not career, but just life. I'm going to be starting college for the first time. I'm a college student, so that already means a lot. That means that a lot of my time is going to be taken up by the classes I'm taking. And I know people could be saying, like, oh, just take less classes, but I'm on a scholarship that says otherwise. I'm on a scholarship that requires me to take 15 units worth, which isn't fun, but it's fine. I'm going to live. I'll be fine. But just with college coming up, with all the class time I'm going to have to spend, with all the homework time I'm going to have to spend, I'm not going to have time to work on an episodic series like Kick-Ass. Like any of the Kick-Asses. Like Kick-Ass 2, Kick-Ass 3, Hit Girl, nothing. I'm not going to be able to have time with it. And another reason why I'm not going to have time is because I'm slowly building up my life as a voice actor. I've gotten a couple roles under my belt. You can go check them out. I have my resume linked somewhere in either my Twitter or I put it on my YouTube somewhere. I don't remember. You can check out some of the roles that I've gotten, and you can also check out one of the projects that I was a part of. But because of my growing career, I have to allot more time into recording lines for those projects. I can't focus on my own projects while also focusing on others. If I put all of those together, along with Lost at Sea, which I'm barely even halfway done with yet, and be Lost at Sea, unnamed episodic series, like, let's say I do Hit Girl next, like, be Lost at Sea, Hit Girl, voice acting career, college, homework, everything else. That's a big fucking pile of stuff. And I can't do all of that all at the same time. I would crush myself under all of that energy, all of that stuff I have to do. I wouldn't be able to survive. I'd be mentally drained every single day. Another kind of big reason that also ties into this is COVID. I mean, I'm staying home because of COVID, so I hypothetically would have more time, but no, COVID is restricting a lot of the things that I can do. Because a lot of my, like I said, a lot of the roles and extras are filled by people that I know in real life. And I'm not going to be able to get those people again because of COVID, because I'm not going to be able to bring my mic to people, because I don't know who has a mic and who doesn't. So, yeah. COVID's a small reasoning, but it is still a reason. I think another minor reason is that I genuinely don't know if Kick-Ass 2 would be allowed on YouTube. Because if any of you have watched or read Kick-Ass 2, it's kind of like how Deadpool 2 was to Deadpool. When Ryan Reynolds saw how well Deadpool went and how violent Deadpool could be, you're like, okay, let's bring it up a notch. Let's make it a little bit more violent. That's the same thing with Kick-Ass 2, except just fucked up. Kick-Ass 2 is fucked up. It's so fucked up. It's just, oh my god, I don't want to go into it, but like, oh my god, it's just, I genuinely would not know if it'd be allowed on YouTube because of how fucked up it is. And also, I just don't want to animate some of the things. This is just gross. It's just awful. It just makes me unhappy. I really do hope that you all understand the reasoning that I am choosing to not do this. Do not fret though, just because I'm not doing Kick-Ass, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be doing YouTube in general. I'm still going to be doing any sort of ideas I come up with. I have a lot of projects I'm a part of now that I'm going to be promoting in some way, shape, or form. I still have projects of my own that I've been working on. Lost at Sea is still a thing. Sort of other voice acting memes like We Are Ready is going to be a thing. And I just really hope you all stick around for that. I hope you all stick around for me. If you have not already and still want to follow up with who I am, with what I am doing, with what projects I'm a part of, follow my Twitter. At MrEMC_ is my Twitter. Yeah, I think with that, I don't think I have actually much else to talk about. I've covered the Q&A, I've covered the updates, I've covered why I'm not going to be doing Kick-Ass 2, and I hope you're satisfied. That sounded weird. I'm personally am going to go downstairs, get myself something to eat, and rest, and panic at the fact that I have college tomorrow. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and keep enjoying my content, please. Keep enjoying each other's content. Bye, all.